Since joining the Transit Police in 2019, I've been constantly impressed by the amazing work that our members and staff do in keeping all of the public safe in and around the transportation systems. We executed over 1,000 warrants, investigated over 200 sexual offenses, but that's not all. We also work with the vulnerable sector, whether it be the youth, homeless, mental health, addictions, seniors. Our goal is to make sure that transportation is safe for everybody to use every day. The Transit Police also work closely with all of our jurisdictional partners, and perhaps one of the best examples I can give for 2019 happened on my very first day. Within the City of Vancouver, there was a fire with a potential explosive device that was placed at a college campus. As the Vancouver Police were attending to that incident, they were able to broadcast a description of the suspect. Two of our members, Constable Randawa and Constable Chen, patrolling in Surrey, in and around the transportation hubs, located the person matching that description. They were able to apprehend and identify that individual who was the suspect in that event that occurred in Vancouver. Through the cooperation of the two agencies, that matter was able to be resolved in a short time frame, keeping the public and members of the college campus safe. We also work very closely with community partners within the 22 cities and municipalities that we serve. Whether it be from a curbside event to a small event in the park or to major celebrations such as the Celebration of Lights, New Year's Eve, Canada Day, Port Moody's Golden Spike Days, Faded in the Park in Surrey, we are there to ensure that the individuals traveling to and from the events do so in a safe and effective manner while we move thousands of individuals in a short period of time.
2019 was a rough start for Metro Vancouver Transit Police when one of our family members, Constable Josh Harms, was severely injured in the line of duty.
A transit police officer has been shot, and we've been told that the officer has been taken to hospital.
I'm happy to report that Josh has made a full recovery and is back on regular duty. Several of our cases made it to the news this year. This included multiple arrests. For a man who had shot a dog with a BB gun, a suspect involved in the groping of a 7-year-old girl, multiple violent robberies, and a man who had exposed his genitals to a woman on the SkyTrain. We were also able to have a little fun when we brought the crew out from the Vancouver Sun and Province for a transit police ride-along. In another case, we had two of our officers pull off the proverbial lemons to lemonade. We had a man with disabilities on board a bus who had his cell phone stolen by a woman. Our officers, Constable Shuckster and the two, they wanted to help and paid off that man's cell phone bill. Linda Steele aired the story, and TELUS provided a new phone. Transit Police entered into a new partnership with Bar Watch and the Vancouver Police Department to ensure the safety of our transit users through campaigns like the Anti-Groping campaign.
You know, taking on the role of being a sergeant at the community engagement team was a very challenging new experience because I had 6 neighborhood police officers that worked in 6 different jurisdictions and were all pioneers and exceptional in their CSAs. So you can't come with a one brush approach. You have to meet them where they're at and what brings their success. So I learned about LGBTQ2S, the Indigenous liaison, that there was street crime and youth initiatives and homelessness and mental health. And it was like, how do you allow these folks to shine? So at the first 3 months, I just sat back and I talked to them and I listened and I heard what they needed and where they were going. And my job is to support them in their success because each community is different. Each community is diverse. So I allow them to be who they are and address the issues that they find in their communities.
I would say 2019 was a pretty good year. I would say we got quite lucky. I was able to run several projects alongside with the Surrey RCMP, one being an auto plant project down at Scott Road. We noticed that there was an influx of catalytic converters being stolen. So we came together with the Surrey RCMP crime reduction unit and we were able to run a project which actually led to several arrests. On top of that, just right before 2020, we were working on a project with the Surrey RCMP again involving drugs and drug trafficking and high-risk youth that are around the Surrey Central corridor.
So in my role, I have a number of portfolios, but one of the portfolios that I truly enjoy working with is the employees with transit. The transit employees, bus operators in particular, unfortunately, when they're out on their route, encounter some violent and disturbing situations. And transit police take those incidents very serious. We do investigate to the fullest. As a matter of fact, from the time that we encounter the incident as officers, all the way until the bus operator may have to go to court, we may sit in the courtroom with them while they're giving their evidence during the trial.
In 2019, the Metro Vancouver Transit Police hired 21 new police officers, 13 of those being new recruits, 5 of them being experienced police officers with between 1 to 5 years of experience, and 3 officers who are retired from other departments. Not only do our hiring practices tick all the boxes by hiring the best possible police officers, but we are the leaders in the policing community with a 29% visible diversity within our organization.
Whether your transportation is by bus, rail, or even C-Bus, we are committed to being there every day, working within your communities, working with the jurisdictional policing partners to ensure that the public safety is maintained, not only on the systems, but in and around and within your communities and the places that you live and work. It makes me proud to be part of the Metro Vancouver Transit Police, and we look forward to improving each and every year as our transportation needs grow.